Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 17th through the 23rd. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We got a nice little ocean theme here, a nice little mermaid theme. I'm using a beautiful new mermaid deck here for your readings this week. This is a different deck than last week's mermaid theme, guys. I got a few different mermaid decks. I was really feeling that mermaid vibe. I think I'm just excited for the summertime. But we're going to see what's coming up for our Pisces friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. And guys, Pisces, you are my little darling moon sensitive Pisces. We've got the full moon coming up in the beginning of the week. It's happening Sunday night, early Monday morning. So we're kicking off the moon, we're kicking off the week with the full moon energy. And so some of you might be feeling tired or sleepy or emotional, or some of you are feeling really inspired because there's definitely some inspiration energy that's coming in with this strawberry full moon, this full moon in Sagittarius. But we're going to see what the cards have to say for you for the week ahead. So here's your Monday, Tuesday. Oh, actually, no. Here is your Monday, Tuesday. Here is your Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday. And here is your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we're going to pull a financial card, a money blessing card for you, an affirmation at the end, because some people have been asking me to do that again. It's something I've done in the past with a specific deck, so we're going to bust that out after this reading here. Ooh, so you have Pisces, you have the Lovers card, Pisces. So typically on the weekly forecasts, I don't focus a whole lot on love and romance. I connect with the spiritual themes, the other things that are happening. But my dears, some of you Pisces, those of you who are here on this channel, might be experiencing the full moon energy in connection with your love life or with your romance. A lot of the times with the Lovers card, people see it and they get super excited because they're like, oh my goodness, this means that I'm gonna meet my soulmate, or this is gonna mean I'm gonna be in a relationship. And there is truth to this, but the original name of the Lovers card, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was the choice or the decision. The Lovers card is about making a decision, sometimes between two choices or two options. So some of you might be calling in a new relationship, but you might be having to give up a certain aspect of your life that's not in alignment with having a relationship right now. It could be a pattern, it could be a habit, it could be a group of friends, it could be a toxic cycle that you're dealing with that are gonna have to go if you're gonna be in a healthy relationship. For some of you, you're really looking at a current romantic relationship and you're trying to figure out, do I really want this relationship? Can I continue going in this relationship? For how long? Am I really happy here? What do I feel like I'm missing? Some of you are in a relationship and somebody new is coming along and turning your head and making you a little curious. Some of you are in a relationship and an old lover is coming back from the past and saying, oh my goodness, Pisces, I really screwed up. I'm so sorry. Please give me another chance. And you're having to make a decision or a choice. This decision can come up in many ways. And when I say these things, sometimes in the past people have gotten very upset with me in the comments and they're like, I hate when you do that. I just want you to tell me what it's going to be. You guys, there's like a billion, zillion, trillion, billion people on YouTube. And not every single Pisces is going to have this energy happen the same exact way. So I just try to give you an idea of the different scenarios and the different ways that it's going to be coming in for some of you, right? This is a general reading. It may resonate, it may not. Check out your moon, sun, and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more, or just bring in a little bit extra information. But in the beginning part of the week, whatever is happening with that full moon energy, keep in mind, my dears, when the full moon comes up, it's a time of release. Heavy emotions come to the surface. Things that we're ready to heal from, things that we're ready to let go of, come to the surface. So whatever you're clearing or whatever you're healing, For many of you Pisces, it will be triggered in your romantic life. So it's something coming up having to do with romantic relationships, or for some of you, the lack thereof of a romantic relationship. Maybe some of you have been single for a long time and you're like, do I want to keep being single? Am I happy in this energy? Am I not happy in this energy? What can I change, or what can I do differently to change it if you decide that you don't want to be single, right? So this is about choices and decisions having to do in your love life. Your Wednesday, Thursday card is 10 of Wands, right? So some of you, you're over it. You are tired of the BS. One of the magical things about this Sagittarius full moon, the strawberry full moon, and again guys, I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to be able, and I'm not an expert in astrology by any means. Anybody that's had a private reading with me, you know I connect more with the archangels. You know that that's my style. I'm not an astrology expert. My understanding of it is very minimal. But from what I've been reading about the strawberry full moon, my understanding is because of the ways that the planets are aligned at this time, this moon is going to come in a way where many people are having an epiphany and an awakening, where there's this mental clarity or there's this realization, and then midweek there's this like coming into action, you know, making things happen and moving ahead and taking an action that's going to make this dream kind of manifest or come into existence. 10 of Wands is a card that comes up that lets us know that some goal is almost accomplished. We're almost there. We're almost done. But it can also mean that we've been taking way too much on our shoulders, and that it's time to put something down. There is a burden that needs to be put down. And what did I say about your card for the beginning of the week with the Lover's card? It was about a choice or a decision, figuring out what needed to be given up. Well, my darlings, it looks like midweek you are getting ready to lay that burden down, to be done with it, to finish it, right? So some of you are making a decision to part ways, or some of you are cutting toxic ties, or some of you are making changes in your life that's going to make it easier for you to enjoy relationships and friendships, or to meet new people. But you're making some change where you're freeing yourself from something that's just been sucking the soul out of you for a very long time, right? Some of you are realizing, wow, this certain aspect of my life, or this person, or this relationship, or this circumstance has really been draining me of energy and robbing me of my joy. And so now you're coming into this energy where you're letting all of that go. You're letting all of that go, and you're coming into an energy and a time where you can actually be happy, and you can actually begin to have new experiences. You're going to lay down that burden so that you can open up your arms and receive someone or something new. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card here, my dears, is the Tower. Okay, some people get very upset when the Tower card comes up. Like, they get mad at me. They're like, Amethyst, I don't want to see the Tower. Don't talk to me about the Tower. I can't handle another Tower. There's a few things you need to know about the Tower. Depending on the vibration that you're in, sometimes we can avoid the Tower, right? Like with midweek, she's struggling with having all that on her back, right? And so it's time to lay it down. She's received the signs, she's received the messages that it's time to do things a different way. It's time to let go of this burden. It's killing her back. Okay. If she ignores that message, and if she ignores the aches and pains in her body that are telling her, girl, this is too much, set it down, this is too much, you've been doing this for too long, you're breaking your back. If she doesn't listen to what her body is trying to tell her, and she keeps pushing, she can throw her back out pretty seriously. She can get hurt. She can injure herself. Something can happen to where she's having some Tower moment where she's collapsing down and she's losing control of the situation, and she's getting hurt in a way where she's not going to be able to pick up those sticks. You know, she's going to have to be done with it. that can be a way in which the tower happens. So if we are paying attention to the signs, if we're listening to the signs that our angels and guides have been giving us, that our body has been giving us about a situation or a circumstance, many times we can avoid a tower situation. The only time we have a tower situation is when we have not let go of a toxic situation, and the angels and guides come in to say, okay, my dear, we love you too much to allow this to go on any longer, and we've been asking you to let go of this situation, and we understand that maybe it's been difficult for you to do that, so now we're going to step in and we're going to make it happen, right? Sometimes the tower is not even necessarily something being taken away. I've seen sometimes the tower is an argument that happens because you haven't been expressing yourself, especially those of you who have something where you're trying to make a decision or a choice and you're not sure how you feel about someone or something. There could be an argument by the end of the week where your true feelings are coming out and you're having to admit how you feel and what you feel like you're missing in your life. For some of you, you've been holding on to a toxic situation and it's going to be removed, or a toxic relationship and it's going to be removed. Okay, tower basically just means a permanent change where you're feeling a little bit pushed out of your comfort zone. And if you don't want to be pushed out of your comfort zone, then begin walking so that you can step out of the comfort zone without being pushed. Because a tower is just like, look, my dear, we've given you time. You've been standing on that diving board way too long. Somebody's coming in and pushing you into the water, right? You're going to be okay once you get in the water. You're going to be all right once you get in the water. But it doesn't feel good to be pushed. It doesn't feel good to have that jolt. You can avoid the jolt if you move in the direction you're being guided to move in. If you're not sure what that is, if you're like, dude, I'm not sure what that is, ask your angels and guides to help you see the signs that they've been giving you, the direction that's going to be best for you, and to let go easily and gracefully anything that has been blocking you or keeping you from your joy at this time. We're going to go ahead and see what your financial message is for the week ahead, my dears. And again, watch your moon sign, rising sign videos as well. Some weeks they resonate more, some weeks they just give us a little extra information for our specific energy. And we're going to pull this affirmation here for money and finances. And as always, guys, deck info will be in the description. I'm going to see what comes up. Typically, I don't get a whole lot of love messages in the weekly forecast because I try to focus on spirituality, on family life, on blockage removal, on healing and all that other stuff. But Pisces, your love situation might be coming up this week in this full moon energy. If you want more details on your love energy, check out the June love readings. The description for that is, the link for that is also in the description. But let's see what your manifestation here is. Ooh, this is a nice one. This is affluence, you guys. Affluence, which is a fancy word for rich. Fancy word for money coming in. So, Pisces, some of you have been wanting to manifest this. And so this is coming up for you as a confirmation that this can be coming in for some of you. Now, I encourage you to take I'm going to read the affirmation. I'm going to turn the card over and read the affirmation to you. But I encourage you to take a screenshot of this card and really take some time and look at the pictures to see through your intuition what is jumping out at you and what that means to you. Okay, so the things that are jumping out at me are the stars in the back. The stars to me are about intuition and following your guidance. The little doilies in the corner are jumping out at me, and so this is creativity. You know, you have a unique talent that might be bringing you in money because those doilies are unique and they're different, and their style is going to be different based on who's making them, whose hands they're coming from. So you might have a gift or a talent that might be bringing in money for some of you. And then what's jumping out at me is this girl. She's not on the horse. She's not sitting on the horse. But I'm looking at the horse and I'm thinking of workhorse, right? But she's kind of more so like guiding it. So I do feel that a lot of you are going to have this epiphany, Pisces, You know, some of you, like me, if you were kind of raised old school like me, and if you had old school parents like me who were like just really about, you know, like being an ethical person and all that stuff, you may have been raised with like the mentality that, you know, you need to make a honest living by working very hard, right? Like work hard, work hard, work hard, like give it your all, give it, you know, it's just like really like that workhorse mentality, right? Like that good old blood, sweat, and tears, right? But we don't have to work that hard when we are doing something that comes naturally to us, or we're providing a gift or a service, right? Like fish, they're not killing themselves to swim. They swim very naturally. Bees, they're not killing themselves to make honey. They make honey naturally. Is it work? Sure, it's work. But it's kind of what they're programmed to do. And so in some ways it comes easily for them. Or ants that go around gathering food and, you know, digging through little tunnels and taking it back to their colony. Sure, it's work. Sure, they're active. But are they busting their butts to do it? No, it's just, it's something that comes natural. So I almost feel like as this horse is like walking along, the horse is not being ridden. It's almost like this playful path. Like, oh, we're going to come down this way. So I just kind of feel like some of you are realizing, or you're having this epiphany, that you can come into your affluence without somebody being on your back whipping you. Without you having to work so hard to where you're killing yourself, right? Without you working so hard that you're in this 10 of Wands energy where you're breaking your back and you're ignoring your health and you're pushing yourself so hard for a job that might be going out of business or doing layoffs or firing people anyway, right? So some of you are realizing that there could be an easier way to come into your abundance as a way that is natural to you. Now, the affirmation here on the back is, I choose to be debt-free and to live an affluent and healthy life. So some of you are feeling buried, you're feeling stressed out, and this is saying that we're going to be able to bring in some programming here that is going to free you from that burden, and that you are going to be able to enjoy that which you are working for and to have an affluent, abundant life. You can say this affirmation every morning when you wake up, every night before you go to bed, throughout the day as a mantra, as often as you would like. I encourage you to do it for more than just the 7 days, guys. I would say try it for at least a month. Every morning, every night. Make it your mantra throughout the day if you need to pick me up, and see how things begin changing. I cannot promise you that you're going to be debt-free at the end of the 30 days, but I can promise you that you might be seeing some solutions that before were escaping you. You might be seeing some possibilities that before you didn't know were available to you. This is a really powerful form of energy healing, rewiring our thinking, coming into a way where we're able to see changes and we're able to see ways in which we can bring in these positive changes into our life, these happy experiences. Okay, my dears? Again, check out your moon sign and rising sign video. It may resonate with you more. It might bring a little extra information. Check out the love reading, since it's definitely being touched on for you this week. And that's in the link in the description. And if you would like a private reading, my darlings, there's a link to the Calendly site. And if you click on the different readings, it will show you the pricing, all that good stuff. You can go ahead and schedule a reading as well for a private reading. I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you all the very best, Pisces.